Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza. We're back here today in Minecraft. Feels good to be back. It's been a little while. If you're curious where old Pizza's been, well, it's been holidays here in the United States of America. We just finished through Thanksgiving. It was just a few days ago. Also had a busy time. It's a busy time for Pizza. In fact, today is an extremely busy day for me. All right, so Pizza works. I do that, job type things. And whoa, hey, hello. Normally, I work from 4 a.m. in the mornings. That's when a.m. is, till 12 o'clock, right? 4 to 12, 8 hours, right? All right. Well, I'm switching to, we've got a new shift at work, right? And your buddy Pizza volunteered. Yes, I wasn't forced into it. No one made me do it. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a go. Which was interesting because strangely, no one else volunteered. Anyway, probably because of exactly what's happening to me today. So this morning was my last morning shift, 4 to 12. And then I start the overnights tonight. So I got to be back at work. Open your eyes, Pizza. Open. Okay. I got to be back at work at midnight. Yeah. That's it's going to be a long day. So that's been going on. Holiday's been going on. But what I really wanted to jump in and say, hey pigs, is thank you. 241 views on a Minecraft video for me is pretty darn good. Like I mentioned before, my biggest viewed videos are Fallout. I would say The Long Dark after that. But it was really nice to get a nice big pop for Minecraft, and I just want to thank everybody that tuned in and watched that video. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Also, for reasons, I suppose it was I don't know what I did, you guys. It just seemed kind of like a regular video, but all right. 5 new subscribers. So we have made it to the mythical, magical number of 150 subscribers. Awesome! So if you happen to catch this video and you don't know much about Pizza and I don't know, you like video games and OG gamers, feel free to subscribe. Let's pop that number up a little bit more. Let's go for 155 maybe. Oh, big goals. Got the big goals. Anyway, this is a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy streaming the different video games that I like to play. And I like it when people jump in the chat, say hello, do all that kind of stuff. So if you're sitting there going, I wonder if I should say hi to Pizza, feel free to say hi. No worries. I'm a decent person. Or that's not. Yeah, I'm a decent person. I am. I'm a decent enough conversationalist is where I was trying to go with that. Anyway, but holiday, right? A lot of stuff going on. You got the big turkey thing. You got relatives and peeps in town. Un momento, por favor. Pizza's got children. Yep. And they don't all live here. In fact, they don't. Like, none of them. So, yeah, it was a good time. Food was consumed. Now, you may be saying, Pizza, what exactly was your typical American Thanksgiving like? Well, there's a dish that I like, a Chinese dish called mei fan. Sometimes it's called chow mei fan. Personally, I like the Singapore version of this. So you can get this in different Chinese places. And I love Chinese food, all different kinds. One of my favorite dishes is a hot pot with smoked duck. Oh, that's some good stuff. Yeah, Pizza eats the meats. That's what I had for Thanksgiving, and it was delicious. Well, I had that and some soup, and I'm not gonna lie. I had six spring rolls. Oh, they were so good. Not 666 spring rolls, just six. Yeah, that sounds a little weird. Anyway, yeah, it was a Chinese Thanksgiving for the old pizza family this year. Because you know how families get kind of big after a while, and people have like, you know, 2 or 3 or even 4 Thanksgivings to get to. So my Thanksgiving was Chinese food. It was delicious. Everybody had a good time, and many thanks were given. Many thanks. All right. You know, pizza needs his rest. No, I really do. Need some rest. So let's get a full night's sleep. Bam. You're saying, well, pizza. If you haven't been streaming, have you been playing? Yes and no. Yes, as in yes, I've been playing. Ooh, we almost smacked a bee. That'd have been awful. Look at these guys. Anyway, yeah, I have done a few things like put these slabs down. What slabs? You are out of control. I know. No, I threw a few slabs around the base just to, honestly, to keep the hunger bar from going up from all this hopping and running around. Also, to help with all the running around, I've added a few new friends. To our current stable. Yeah. This is Francis the mule. Or, well, he's a donkey. Francis the donkey. Yeah. Francis was actually a child when I found him. I found him and his mother way over there. Yeah. Hopped on Mom. Named her Donkey. She's over there. You guys know where the donkey. Yeah. You've probably seen Shrek. Anyway, but yeah, I was like, I think Francis. Well, I think it's Francis the mule, but you know, Francis the donkey. We got a few friends. Yeah, and I needed some. You're like, well, Slowpoke here is slow, right? Hopper is super quick. Well, pretty quick. Right? He's a good jumper though. Hence the name. And well, like I said, Francis was just kind of there. I couldn't like abandon Francis in the wild, right? So we snagged Francis with a lead and we brought him back. But I've been doing a bit more, other than just slabbing things up to make my life a little easier. What did you do? More slabs! Yay! Slabathon. Look at all these slabs. It's just how easy to get around. It's so amazing. Have I talked to you? Hello. Sir. Invisibility potion. I already got 1. Or 2 even. Bubble. Yeah. No, nothing. I need dripstone. Look at me. Look. Dripstone. Can I make a request? This guy. Dripstone. I need dripstone. Alright. No. I've been... Oh, hey. Let's put some clothes on. Around naked. Whoa. Hey. Got a little crowded up in here. So last episode we were trying to get a protection guy. Yeah. But I was like, well, if I get a protection guy, that'd be great. But I really wouldn't mind an efficiency guy. And I think this is an efficiency guy. Yeah. Hello. There we go. Look at that. Efficiency 5. Gamed it out, y'all. And look at his next trade. Unbreaking 2. Whatever. I got another guy with Unbreaking 3. So and then Blast Protection 1, which is, it's a book. Then we got this guy. And this guy has Sharpness 4. Yay! So I was like, hey, let me get this. And then, look. Channeling. And finally, listen, after hours, In hours. In hours. Well, maybe like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. I finally got protection 4. And look at his next trade. Feather falling 3. Something actually useful. And I can't get these guys to have other book trades. They always want to give me glass and compasses and name tags. No one cares about that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. However, here's Fortune 2. I did, by the way, roll 2 Fortune 3 guys while I was looking for this guy. But I was like, you know what? I'll just deal with it. I'll just deal with it. Man. This guy, of course, is mending. What are you doing over here? You don't live over here. You're supposed to live over there. They keep switching lecterns. Stop it. We just pick one. There's a lot of bed hopping going on too. I don't. Anyway, somewhere around here is a guy with Silk Touch, and I'm breaking 3. Yeah. Yeah. Fire protection 1. And breaking 3. And then we got this new other guy with looting 3. So, and ooh, hey, check it out, that's right, Riptide 2. Contain your excitements. Shut your doors. God. You know, for villagers that are supposed to love doors, you guys are terrible. Oh, speaking of terrible, you guys got to see this. You really, seriously. And probably won't be shocked. Probably won't be shocked. Look at this idiot. I don't even know how he got in here. How? There's at least 2 blocks between every... Oh, I see. I see. It still shouldn't... He's dead. Worst golem ever. All he ever does is hang around my base anyway, and... I mentioned in the last one, he's always broken. I was constantly repairing this guy. Well, I guess, you know, alright. My sheep are well protected. We know this. This we know. Hey, speaking of. Speaking of, I'm trying to break these shears. Come on. Come on. Break. 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 Whatever. I can't really tell. I mean, it looks like it looked like it was supposed to die on like the first sheep. We got 4 more here. Let's go. Let's get this. Break. Break. This is it. Yeah. Yoink. That's right. I'm getting that wall. For our project, we'll run over there in just moments. But I kind of have an idea. Uh-oh. Pizza has an idea. It happens. Oh, I must have already moved. Yeah. Let me grab a couple of these. I think I only really need 1. Might need more copper. I don't know. Let's call it good. Oh, I did a little mining. So we got a little bit more iron ore. I didn't make it down to the diamond level, so there ain't no more diamonds. But, oh, I had to run into the nether again. Because I needed some gravel. I did manage to pick up a nice bit of copper. Gravel? What do you need gravel for, pizza? I have come up with a new plan. So, last episode I was like, man, I'm just, I'm giving up on the quartz. You know what I'm saying? Quartz is just super dangerous, super annoying. Oh, yeah. So I also, or industrial waste. If you know the plan, you know the plan. All right. I'm not explaining it again. No, I'll explain it again. I'm making a big industrial complex over here, right? And this is the first building. You can kind of see it from the distance. And from here, right? I, I mean, from here, right? It looks pretty good, I think. It's a little hard to see some of the details from here, but I mean, yeah, maybe you can pick them up. But the idea is that we've got this sort of like runoff. We're gonna have an environmental disaster out here eventually, and I kind of wanted to start building that up and showing that. Now, a lot of people love moss, right? And for the block itself, it is beautiful. It looks great. I mean, super green grass, and so yeah, the moss block is cool. I like it way better than a regular grass block, right? This should be the regular grass block, but it's not. But everything that comes with it looks kind of gross, right? Yeah. There's lots of weeds, all these weird little plant. Stop touching things. No. Yes. So personally, I think it looks really, really good as kind of like swamp. You know, I think it looks a little better than mangrove when it comes to swamp. But we're going to incorporate both into the build. Yeah. First thing I did is this was a giant. So like from about here, I think, to about, yeah. It's a big hot giant hole that leads to a big giant cave. The only thing is, it's not like a cave system. It's just like a big cave. Yeah, deep. So this is all precariously one block. I covered it up. But I turned everything down here into mud. I think that's going to look good for when we get to what I really want to do. Eventually I'm going to chop down these mangroves. And I'm going to plant a bunch along the shoreline. To right about here or here. We'll see how it looks. I don't want them sticking out too far. And then basically everything else going this way is just going to be waste. It's going to look kind of like this. Oh, I see. Yeah, what are you doing here? It's supposed to be here. Anyway, a bunch of packed mud bricks, coarse dirt. We'll take some of the roots from the mangroves. We're gonna get some rooted dirt in there, some regular dirt in there, and it's not just gonna be. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be this entire hillside. Right? But I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of where we're going thematically. Ooh, what a word. As we feel here is temporary. I do need it to make the packed mud. So I was like, well, if I'm over here working anyway, might as well be growing some wheat. But well, I'll show you a little bit at night, and then we'll go to sleep, and I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime too. You can see we've added a few more layers of wool, right? That's why I was bringing some of my wool over here. Still not quite tall enough, but you can see I've got a lot of different stuff going on. And I was talking about the mushroom brick in the last episode, whether I wanted to layer down here. Now, I really like it. I think particularly with the stone, it makes a really nice transition. And then down here with the andesite, it also looks good. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. But since I was talking about how the bone block looks like water stains, I was kind of like, well, maybe we mix. This is my palette, by the way. This is not how the whole thing, stuff. This is where we're going, right? This kind of mix of what's happening. I don't like this, but I do like the white concrete powder. It looks way better up there. It blends so much better going from the quartz to the wall. It makes an incredible transition. And then I know we've got some pretty sick shadows going on here. Sick, bro. No, wait a minute. But yeah, it doesn't look good down here, so we're gonna change that. And I think what I'm gonna do with the mushroom blocks, instead of having like a layer down here, that's sort of the transition, because I was kind of testing it out. I was like, well, what if we kind of move some things around? I think I'm gonna make it look like part of the water standing. So I think that'll look good. Let's catch a quick nap. There we go. Because see, in the daylight, it just... If I was doing gray, like a big gray building, I think this would be a really fantastic transition. And I think it would transition really well to the block that's way up there. Which, believe it or not, that's white concrete. Here, we'll go up there and I'll show you. Oh, I also put a floor in-ish. I kind of talked about where the first floor was going to be. Dark oak for now. We're going to do some different things on this level. So not all of it will be dark oak, but all of it's dark oak right now. So there. And I just kind of, again, in just a few spots, it's not really done. But I did start to blend in. We'll bring some down. We'll pull some up. But I really like the concrete powder. I think that's what I needed. It's not that hard to make either. Because I accidentally turned a bunch of bone meal that was supposed to be bone block, and it turned a bunch of bones that was supposed to be bone meal. It turned into bone blocks into white dye. I got plenty of white dyes. But what I found fascinating, so you see the white concrete powder. It's got a grayish look to it. It's definitely a darker gray than the quartz. The quartz is probably actually next to the wool is like the whitest thing in there. But it really looks good as a transition into the wool. And we're still not at the top of the building. I still want to go up a few more layers. But I wanted to see what the white concrete. This is white concrete. Now if you stand right here and look at it, sure. Looks pretty white. The wool, it's gray. White concrete is gray. White concrete is gray. Write it down in your books. Yeah. Children. So yeah, it's really doesn't really blend in with anything else, but I thought it would make a really good top layer. Now, if you're wondering about the candles up here, or torches, for some reason, at this level, occasionally, we get a skelly, but it's just, I get like 5 or 6 creepers, and then they just drop on top of me in the morning. And of course they don't despawn in the sunlight, they just keep chasing me, so I have to keep putting these down and picking them up and putting them down and picking them up. There's Donkey. Hey, buddy. But if we look inside Donkey, sounds weird. Boopity boop. You can see I've been collecting lots of wool to get those last few top layers done. You can see I've concentrated mostly on this side because I really want to see This is my viewing point. You know what I mean? Yeah. See what I mean? That white concrete powder looks really good. And I think, especially during the daytime, guys should be able to see how that. I think is going to make a really nice roof. Give us a nice contrast because again, it looks gray from here, right? That's white concrete. That's the white concrete powder, and I used it to make the white concrete. So, yeah, I don't know. They're fibbing. They're telling. They're selling us untruths. Look how closely that resembles the mushroom stem, right? I mean, right next to each other, they look pretty much the same. This one's got waves, this one doesn't. That's supposed to be white concrete, and I don't really buy it. Now, from here, right, it looks pretty white. I wanted to kind of show you guys what it looks like compared to like browns and darker grays, and then yeah, it kind of sticks out a bit as a white block. When you mix it next to quartz or white wool, though, I don't know. It even looks grayer than the white concrete powder. Anyway, I'm not in charge of those things. Not in charge of many things. All right, so yeah, just get an idea. So, like I said, this stuff's gonna be all over the place. Actually, I was kind of mad at this block, but this isn't too bad. We'll have a few patches of grass, but we're gonna fill them up with like weeds and stuff. And I got some of the dry grass from my traveling salesman, and we're gonna bone meal those, get a bunch of those, and I think they'll look really good mixed in some patches with some green, and pathing blocks, these kind of blocks, and then because I bought some sea pickles. Why not? Oh, of course. Why not? But eventually we're going to dig up a bunch of this podzol as well. And I think that'll look really good, kind of mixed in certain patches. And to me, this looks really gross, It'll look it just looks like disgusting industrial wasteoid destroyed grass ground type thingies. I said grass ground, so what? But you can grow weeds on it too, and I think some of the gray or the whatever they're called, the little desert bushes, grasses, tall grasses. I think they'll look good with those. Oh yeah, I really like I said. To me, this feels a bit more swampish than the mangrove. But we're still going to put some mangrove trees along this way. It's kind of a transition, so it's like here's our mangrovey swampy part of it that sort of transitions into the moss, and I just think it looks really good. The moss to me looks really good. It's really overgrown. It looks good for being overgrown because it's a solid, solid grass block instead of like these edges here where you got the green on top of the brown. But eventually we're gonna mud up everything, moss block everything. We're gonna get rid of all this sand, and it's gonna be a nice dark transition into this brown horribleness. And then basically, the closer we get to the buildings, the more destroyed our ground blocks are going to be, right? And if you didn't know, we're going to make a big automated pumpkin and melon farm here. A bunch of copper piping that runs into it, making it look like, I don't know where the water's coming from. Maybe I should, well, maybe I'll build another pond kind of in this area. And our piping goes up into the building and then maybe back out into our melon and pumpkin farm. Yeah. Back here, I want to put a big automatic sugarcane farm. I think that'll look good. Man, that looks so good. I really, really like. I'm really happy. The quartz to the white concrete powder to the wool, that's working for me. I think that looks great. I think that looks really, really good. All right, so I forgot the wax. I should probably take the donkey. Oh. Yeah, at some point I need to get some lightning rods because, yeah, a large part of my base over here is made of wool, which I believe is pretty flammable. Like, very flammable. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm wondering if I should just sleep. I mean, it's technically ish, night-ish. Oh, no, I'm going to sleep. As you do outside in a thunderstorm. I mean, that's the best way to sleep, right? Now, sleeping inside to the sounds of a thunderstorm, love it. Put me right out. Yeah, there we go. Hey, bees. I did breed up a couple more bees, too. But, I gotta be honest, I haven't really been doing much with them. I don't need that much. Alright. But, and I just to give you an idea of how lazy pizza really can be. Uh, I'm gonna get a copper golem to help sort my junk over here. Yeah, just to make my life a little bit easier. It's not easy to walk like this. I see YouTubers do it all the time. I'm like, how are they so good at this? Practice, right? It's always practice. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Practice. Uh, and eventually, I want to set up a storage system in our basement. Oh, I brought over another cat, by the way. Doesn't have a name yet. He's Fred for now. But I need to dig this out a little bit, make my basement extended a little bit, and we're gonna go kind of down into a black stone layer. And then I was thinking maybe tough, or a little bit of mix up of both. I don't know. We'll see. Might look good. But I like all the cracked black stone brick, so some deep cobble slate, some black stone, some tough. What are you doing up there? Now, if you wonder why these are here, this is where I make mud. Yes, because I don't, I just lay I put my dirt out. I don't want it touching grass because hey sheep, what you doing? You got the, yeah, goods there, buddy. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. It's so frustrating. Because I gather wool, and then I put it in donkey, right? That didn't work. This thing. Well, that makes all the difference in the world right there. Alright, let's make a copper golem type fella. So I was thinking, I can remember where I left the last chest. Go. We get a guy like this, already green. Yeah, sure. I'm not sure I like the placement of this. I guess I can pick it up, huh? Yeah. It's like, oh, I lost my home. Maybe on the end here? Yeah, I like that a little better. Alright, so he's already fully oxidized, so he's just a statue now. But I didn't really want him, like, shiny copper. I kind of like them mixed, you know? Oh, wait, to wake him up, I gotta go all the way to here? That's annoying. Well, I can tell you what I'm not gonna do. Pumpkin seeds. Yeah. I'm not gonna wait for this guy to... Yeah, no, that's not... Sorry, kitty. There's a bunch of trash in here. There he is. Now he's playing with your stuff. Come here, kitty. Come here. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to help me. I mean, I got my torches up, so, you know, shouldn't be too many creeper problems, but just in case. My kitty friend is here to help out. You know what? Get out of here. But yeah, I'm so lazy. I'm tired of just like if I end up, you know, with some wood in my pocket or some, you know, I get some leftovers of this stuff, I can just throw it in here and let this fella figure it out for me. There's 4 whole chests for me to have to dig through. That's too much. It's way too much. Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't turn the mic off or running out of the room and doing these things, but that's me wandering around. All right. Oh, I wanted to do. All right. So you're saying to yourself, all right, pizza. Yeah. Let me eat my eyeballs. Hey. You already worked 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. today. 8 hours, yes. And you got to be back at work at midnight until 8 a.m. Which means you got to be back at work in like 9.5 hours or something like that. 10 hours. I can't. It's math. My brain is barely working right now. Is the point. How long is this stream going to be? Not long. Not very long at all. I gotta go to bed. Yeah. I got to get some sleep, y'all. But I did want to do a couple things. Mainly, I wanted to catch everybody up, show you kind of where we're at, where we're going on. Also, to let people know, so, you know, like, when are you going to stream? Well, it will either be at the. Hold on, let's go back. It'll either be at the crack of dawn in the morning, you know, like 9 a.m. on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. Pizza lives in Virginia. Uh, or I come home, I goof around a little bit, I go to sleep, and then maybe get up around 7 or 8 in the evening. I really haven't done all the. I haven't invested a lot into thinking about it. I mean, I volunteered. Yay! Who volunteers his tribute? Pizza does. Why'd I do it? Money. Money. I get my money. So we're doing it. Uh, so yeah, if you want to catch pizza live, and that's all I do. Yeah, I don't record videos because this is a PlayStation 4, my friends. I don't record videos. We just stream, right? And I like streaming. And again, like I said, anytime you're sitting around and you're like happen to catch pizza, and you're like, hey, maybe I'll say hi. Say hi. I feel like the evening streams would probably be better for that, especially as we can go across towards the West Coast. Uh, let's say you're in Iowa. I think they're like 2 hours different. Anyway, so it would be like 5 if I streamed at 7. It would be like 3 on the West Coast. I don't know. Time zones are weird. But I will figure something out. I will try to get as consistent as I possibly can be. That's the other nice thing about this taking these overnights is I will have a very hey cows. We got to do something about you pretty soon, don't we? You know who I'm talking to. You know you're on the list, buddy. Unless you happen to get smooshed around over to the other side, you're like victim number 1, pal. Uh, but so this is our straight vanilla normal good old Minecraft run, and I am achievement hunting. Oh, I did a little cleanup, by the way. As in, I threw a bunch of stuff over there in the trash pile. Uh, so my bows are pretty much set up, I think. So I got another infinity and another mending if I need it. I've got. Uh, oh, I fixed up my fishing rods. That's what I did. So yeah, I've got a standard mending lore 3. I mean, luck of the sea 3. I'm breaking. I've got my official first pole. Leg of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3, Lure 3, Mending, and Curse of Vanishing. I guess it kind of lives in this chest. In the chest. And then this one, I talk about this is for the XP, right? Gotta wet the whistle here. Yeah, this is all about the experience. But I think I got another backup one of these now too. So unless we get something like I kept this lore 3 because that makes life a little easier. This one's got power 4 and punch 2, but most bows and yeah, I picked up another mending one that's got a bunch of stuff on it. They're just going into the trash pile. Let's face it. Random books that aren't overly helpful for me right now. And just to show this off again, because we got it in the last episode, but just in case you missed it, look at this book. What is happening? That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we got 7 enchantments on one book. But the fishing's been doing me really good, you guys. We got a lot of unbreaking, a lot of protection. Yeah, so I'm not gonna have to spend emeralds on that kind of stuff. There it is, though. There it is. There it is. There it is. I want this really bad, but you can see we're at 33 levels. I gotta take my shoes off. Now, if I tried to put Thorns 2 on, it says it's too expensive. But look, I can get Depth Strider 3 on these bad boys. Yes, sir. Or yes, peoples. I'm really tired. But I need, I need a few more levels there. Like shoes on Preacher. But yeah, very excited about that because while I was looking for protection, I got Depth Strider 2 like 3 or 4 times. It's crazy. But it's the perfect opportunity in the time. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? Let's just take a horse. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, he's pretty speedy, right? I mean, he's not like super fast or anything, but he's not slow. But check out Hopper's hop. What? What? Not too bad. Look at him. Look at him. And I just found out today that you can, once they're fully, I should have, I kind of already screwed it up. Once they're fully oxidized and they're a statue, you can put them. Hopper. 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 Oh, you like them, do you? Oh, they're friends. It'd be cool if I could get them to ride them. Anyway, you could just put one of the statues in the anvil and name him. You don't even need a name tag. Glass. I'm so tired I can't even remember why I came over here, you guys. How many bottles do you get for a piece of glass? Keep walking through the blade. It always... This looks weird, right? Bottles. Sure. I'll grab those. And these. And my horson. Come here. Hya, Hopper. Hya. Giddy yap. Ah, he likes using the slabs too. And no, I don't have a proper place for horsons. But, you know, the main base is still being built, so... You're getting starter base housing. butt, and it's a big old butt. I want to try something. Meow, meow, meow. I'm not really sure how many you need. You know, I need another tree. Yeah. I do have another bee's nest somewhere. Pretty sure. That's why I was breeding up bees. Oh yeah. Brain barely functioning, you guys. Barely functioning. Already. And I gotta go back to work. Alright, honey block. What do you need? What does one need? I figured a honey block. You think, Pizza, why don't you do it old school like some of these, you know, really cool YouTubers? I don't know how to do that. Alright. Oh, not enough. I need one more bottle. Of course I need one more bottle. That's fine. What's the other thing I can do? Oh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's get an achievement. What do you need golden carrots to make things breed? I don't know. So I believe... I mean, it only means so much, you know. I believe lots of things. I wonder if they're close enough that I can just do this and this. I think I'll get an achievement if I make a mule. Oh. What are you doing? What did he... How in the world? Achievement. Artificial selection. What an idiot. What are you doing? What... How am I even supposed to get... You're all stupid. God. You know, not that I think donkeys are geniuses anyway. Or mules. What kind of crap? He better be a good jumper. He's got to be... I mean, I mated him with Hopper. Oh, I got a carrot in my hand. I'm like, what are these morons doing? Why do they keep chasing me around? Yeah. I don't know. I just got, like, their favorite thing in the world in my hand. Achievement unlocked. Nice. Yeah. But the other achievement I was going to see about unlocking that I know I haven't done is, yeah, look at you crazies. Something to do with honey blocks? Oh, brain. Spider? Creeper? It's a creeper, right? Sure is. They always move right when I'm... Ah, sucker. Get out of here, monsters. Time for this. I'll take some gunpowder. You know, I don't think I've been in this ravine either. So we got that to look forward to. Where'd he go? Where's the stuff? I want to say it was, yeah, more over here. Nothing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, stop yourself from falling by using a honey block. I'm very curious about this. Mainly because I'm really not sure how it works. I guess we gotta kill a little more time. Just a skosh more time. So I don't know if I'm gonna need more than one block to make it happen. I don't know. I don't know. I don't achievement hunt like in any game. Even games where I have like 80 to 90% of like the game like achievement type thingies. I don't do that on purpose. I tell you what's. So I switched out my fishing pole. No. Yes. No. Yes. So anyway, yeah, let's do my favorite thing. Let's do a little fishing. Fishing with pizza. Ah. And I can just immediately feel like the tension starting to leave. I'm going to feel better just about myself personally. It's like daily affirmation. I'm good enough. I can do this. Well, let's see if we can fish up a book. And then you guys, we'll try the honey block thing, and then you know, I gotta go to bed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Which is honestly, I wanted to stream at 1:30 because I thought I could get a little more done that way, like at least a longer stream. And then I wanted to be done. I was like, well, if I stream from like 1:30 to 2:30, that's an hour, you know. We'll see how much we end up getting. Out of this stream. But again, you know, I got to stream the Long Dark soon. We'll see how I feel tomorrow at 8 a.m. I probably just want to go to bed. But I'll have to be back at work at midnight on. It's so confusing. Technically Tuesday, but it'll still be Monday. So I get up and work at Monday at 8 a.m. in the morning, and I gotta be back that same night at midnight. Yeah. Once again, why are you doing it, pizza? Money, 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 money. That's why I volunteered as tribute. And nobody else, everybody else on this ship, forced. That's right. Forced. Right. Sorry, bros and broettes, dudes and dudettes, ladies and jekyll fiends, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages. Oh, nice lag. I'm missing them left and right. Yeah, they didn't really have a choice. I said I'll do it because I'm greedy and I want to be noticed at work and I want you to go, Oh, Pizza volunteered. Yes, he did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Anyway, I still need 37 levels too. I'll probably finish that up at the Skelly Farm at some point. It'd just be easier. Although I've been running around. Oh, I forgot something else. I went and went to one of the other. There's 5 villages somewhat near me. And I went to another one that's off the map. Our current little map here. And had a cleric, and I stole their brewing stand. So now I got a cleric. But unfortunately, they want like 32 rotten flesh per trade. I've also been running around killing zombies in the middle of the night. You know, I haven't played a lot of zombie games. Honestly, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Played 7 Days to Die, the original old school PlayStation 4 version. Loved it. A lot of fun. Kind of annoying though too. I played How to Survive, I think it's called. I loved that game. I was alright at it. Minecraft. Oh, what's the one that's so amazing? Dead Island, I think it's called. Is that right? That one I like. I played Dead Island and Dead Island 2. I love both of those games. Those are some seriously fun. Dead Island's kind of janky. The first one is a little janky. But the second one I thought was really good. A lot of people kind of crapped on it for some reason. I don't know. I'm not in charge of things, as I mentioned before. Just a cog in the machine, bro. Just a cog in the machine. Oh, you came out from over there in the grass for a cod. Come on, give me a book. Did we pick up one? Of course not. I got the last fishing session. I got like 5 books, and I don't even think I did a full 20 minutes. If I'm being earnest, and it's important to be earnest. Anybody get that reference? I don't know. I was in that play in my junior year. It was Algernon Moncrief. Oh yeah, I'm an actor. A high school actor. Actually, my first play, if I can brag, and I can, so I'm going to. I was 6th grade. Well, no, I mean probably it was like kindergarten and then like 3rd grade. You know, the ones where you like play a tree or like a tooth. But my breakout role was in a play called Station KIDS. So original. I was the station manager. I was the lead. Yes. Believe it or not, Old Pizza here was the lead of the play. Had the most lines. I was #1 on the call sheet, as they like to say. Yes, yes. I had my groupies. Her name was Kim. She was very sweet. We were girlfriend and boyfriend for like 3 days. In 6th grade. I believe we held hands. Yeah. Serious stuff. In front of other people, like at school. It was a big deal. And then we had the tragic breakup that sixth graders have. Then my rebound, but ended up being like my girlfriend all the way till seventh grade, was Amy. Yes, yes. And then Corinne. You know what? Let's just not go into the rest, okay? All wonderful ladies. Very sweet. I made my big move on Amy at the end of sixth grade because I had good attendance and good conduct. This is before I started junior high. We get to watch a movie, like one of the last days of school. I believe it was Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Great movie, by the way. If you haven't heard of it, it's a crazy, crazy movie about like witchcraft, I guess, but with kids and stuff. I don't know. It was good. But anyway, I put my arm around her during the movie. It's quite the scandal. It really was. People freaked out. Because in sixth grade, you know, this is like the early 80s. Right? That was a big move. That was a big, big deal. What? Her mother absolutely loved me, and her father tolerated me. Actually, this will just give away some age. You know, OG gamer stands for old, not original. Uh, we watched the very, very first day that MTV came out. My parents didn't have the same cable as Amy's parents had. And we watched the very first broadcast of MTV. I saw, was it Video Killed the Radio Star? I think was the first video they played. By a band called the Bungles, maybe? Video Killed the Radio Star. And then after that, it was like 15 Rod Stewart videos because. And even if you don't know who that is, it's alright. Look him up. Guy's got some good songs, though. But it wasn't really my kind of music at the time. But he had a lot of videos just like in the chute, ready to go. It was loaded in the chamber. Blam, 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 blam. Alright, well, you know, I didn't get a book, but I did get a. Ugh. Let's throw some junk in here. I gotta get some of these water bottles out of here. Trade them with the trader. No, what was that? What was that? What was that? My foods. Alright, okay. So yeah, yeah. We're gonna put the old saddle in the old trash pile. Where it belongs. Get out of here, trash. What's this? Power 3. Punch 1 infinity. I'm breaking 3. Right. I'm just going to give this one shot. See how it goes. Do we get the bottles back? Yeah. I mean, I've made honey blocks before, but not like, very many. All right. Oh, I get the bottles back. That's cool. All right, So, do they mean like you got to slide down the side of it? I'm very. No, how? I guess we'll try a couple ways. We'll stick this here for now. I was like, how do you pick these up? You just punch them. Like, it's a very technical way. To get up here. We just jump on it. Yeah, I think you gotta slide down the side of it. Maybe. This might take more than a few honey blocks. This might take more than one honey block. So can I... I mean, technically I took damage, right? So, does that not count? Yeah, I think I might need more honey blocks. Because I mean, I did... I don't know if I need to be higher up. One more attempt. Me. Huh. Well, the old smacking of the ground sound makes me think that that's definitely not working. So, I feel like I need a few more of these. We'll work on that. That'll be the achievement that we get next episode. Yoink. Gotta get that full night's sleep, y'all. That's how I do. Gotta get my rest. What's up, bees? Excellent. Whew. Alright. Let's disrobe. Heck, we'll even lose the shield. Oh. Yeah, I'll put a bottle in her hand in a minute. Me and the bees, you guys. Me and the bees. Well, unfortunately, guys, that's going to have to do it for me today. I am burnt to a crisp. I am more fried than fried. I'm a desiccated shell of a person. Gross, huh? Anyway. Thanks again. 241 views on a Minecraft video. That is for you guys. Thank you so much. Continue. Hey, if this shows up in your feed because you're one of my 5 new subscribers, thank you. That sounded kind of creepy. Thank you. Thank you. Feel free to comment, like, and do all the things. And just to let you know, I love those guys. Yeah. All you people that like to like and share. Oh, share. That's a good one. That's probably how I get the views. Comment, all that kind of stuff. Amazing. You guys are amazing, right? I really appreciate it. And like I said earlier, this is a really fun thing for me to do. I really enjoy it. You know, I don't. I think I'm gonna be like super YouTuber one day. But getting views, getting subscribers, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty neat. So yeah, feel free to keep doing that. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. But that's gonna have to do it because I gotta go nighty nights, so I can be back to work in 9 hours. Yeah, and 8.5 to get to work. which means like 7 hours of sleep between 8-hour shifts. Just saying that made me tired. Even more tired. Oh my god. Well, listen, I'll get used to it. I'll get on the schedule. That's the other nice thing about doing it this way. I will have a more rigid, defined schedule. As long as well as money. Beebies. All right. If you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. Love ya. Hope you're having a great day. And please be good to each other. Bye.